Sin, finally, forgets the goodness of God. Sin forgets the goodness of God. Listen to how the psalmist describes this in Psalm 106. He's describing this relationship between God and Israel. He says, both we and our fathers have sinned. We've committed iniquity. We have done wickedness. Our fathers, when they were in Egypt, did not consider your wondrous works. They did not remember the abundance of your steadfast love. There's the problem. They didn't remember. And then it goes on later in verse 13. But they soon forgot his works. They did not wait for his counsel. They had a craving in the wilderness. He gave them what they wanted and sent a wasting disease. And then we come to verse 19. They made a calf in Horeb and worshipped a metal image. They exchanged the glory of God for an image of an ox that eats grass. That's what Paul's quoting in Romans 1. They forgot God, their Savior, who had done great things in Egypt, wondrous works in the land of Ham, and awesome deeds by the Red Sea. Sin forgets the goodness of God. That's the story of Israel. Don't you remember what happened at the Red Sea? Can't you recall the plagues in Egypt? Why make this golden calf? Because they forgot. We forget. We forget these stories. We forget our own stories. We forget of the times God brought us out of the pit. We forgot of all the times we've come with sin and God's given us a sweet sense of relief. We've forgotten all the times we prayed and prayed and prayed, and you know what? We saw an answer to that prayer. We've forgotten the goodness of God. They forgot the literal gold in their ears. Where'd they get that gold? They were slaves. The only reason they had gold is because God gave them the plunder of Egypt. It was just a few months ago. They had nothing. The very gold in their ears was a symbol of all they had forgotten. This was not their gold. God gave this to them, and now they make an idol? Sin is always an act of spiritual amnesia, forgetting the goodness of God.